Hello everyone and welcome to this week's stream. You join us here at London Bridge railway station located on the Great South London network. Say hello to everyone in chat. Hello to CP Trains, Belgian Train Spotter 222, also hello. Hope you're both doing well. Let's start up the train first of all and open the doors. Activate driver only operation. And let's do a bit of train spotting here where we can. Spotting out now, we have a Templeton Class 700 going from Luton to Rainham, as also arriving in we have a Southern Class 171 from Uckfield, and also a Southern Class 377-6 coming in from Epsom. 171 is 171804. This Southern 377 is 377620. And we will be driving 377141 paired with 377319. This is on the 1058 Southern service, starting here at London Bridge to London Victoria, running via Crystal Palace. As I get the finishing touches to setting up the train, I would like to introduce this week's guest, JP Railway Photography 2020 once again.
Hello.
That. As there's a 465 departing behind me. That's on a service bound for Dartford. I literally... Oh.
221115 is 956, did you say?
Yes.
Oh, I just found the word from you.
I literally spent about 6 hours yesterday in livery editor on Train Symbol 2. I did have some time in livery editor Train Symbol 2 some time ago. It's weirdly addictive. I've just about got the hang of it. It was after I actually saw your message on Discord, CP Trains, about the GP roll freight shed. I thought it would be a good idea to try out the Train Symbol 2 livery editor, because I haven't actually done that before. I made some, well, just about made a red liveried DB.
This is strange. The 12 saying to London Euston hasn't left Edinburgh yet.
That might be or it might have just not shown up on, didn't report.
No, it just showed data just now.
792 and 731. Nice. Looking very nice.
What was this?
We are, of course, using the AP Class 377 with the Sam T sound pack, so it doesn't get much more realistic than this.
Well, that's interesting. You can actually drive a RHTT from Stowmarket to Stowmarket by all the main lines. Someone just released a GNL route upgrade version 2.4.
Oh, has that just been released?
Yeah, it's just been released now.
Oh, I will have a look at that.
1020, 2150, Harwich International to Edinburgh. Snow now starts at Harwich International.
The
3CL60 now
PR66.
starts at Stowmarket, 5CL49, Wolverton to Norwich, which was previously above, is now fixed. 6 Papa 41, Harwich to North Walsham to Norwich now stops at Harwich. Please read download here or from the previous link in announcements.
He started the BR66 as well. It's I do like that livery on 66789. Hello train spotter and football fan and DVD. Hello, hope you're doing well on this pretty Sunday afternoon as we are racing a 465 at the station bound for Cannon Street via Woolwich and Bexley Heath.
There's been more 196 test runs lately. I've seen many 196 and 104 at the moment.
Yes, this is the South London network I'm driving on. The track sounds are very nice as well. Right, we do have a double yellow signal coming up. This is because we are crossing over onto the downslope just before New Cross Gate Station, which has just popped up onto the HUD.
Now let me just tell you something. Before we bypass AI, which we just saw at London Bridge, it does a weird thing. Just wait and find out.
Yes, one of the AI does something very weird. It doesn't cause any collisions or crashes. In fact, we shouldn't have any of the sort today. But it's just I think it's just a visual glitch. It's quite funny to look at, actually. We see it just after Sydenham. Do you record London Underground trains? I do occasionally, yes. I have a few videos where I record London Underground trains. My latest videos of that, if you have a look on my channel, will be at Highbury and Islington, and also at South Kenton. I've recorded videos of London Underground trains.
I might start doing that again, but I don't know when.
My dad saw your video the other day.
I might even start doing London Underground tube spotting. I'm just like a bit through there.
We are going a bit too easy on the brakes here, aren't we? Yeah, that's funny. Was that accidental? Your dad's seeing the video.
Do you know Piccadilly line trains are not stopping at South Kensington?
I read about that, but I didn't think it was this month.
That is a bit weird. They should stop there. Yeah.
He wasn't the happiest with it.
My dad saw your video the other day.
That's funny.
Happy with it. Right, I should see this 171.
Oh, South Kensington closed yesterday. Alright, that explains things. So it's going to probably be closed. I think it says for a month.
Probably means that they're not stopping there as well. Because if it's the whole station, then you can see why.
Yes, do you know whether it's the entire station or just the Piccadilly line platforms? Because I know that the platforms at South Kensington for the subsurface are completely separate. Or maybe
here we go.
Well, they're upgrading the walkway
Circle
underneath.
line is suspended, but there's a train stopping at South Kensington. I think it's just a Piccadilly line.
Circle and District stopping as usual, okay.
So it's just a Piccadilly line.
I assume they're upgrading the entrance or something. Anyway, here we are at New Cross Gate Station. We've overshot a bit, but the doors are still going to open.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. No service between Hyde Park Corner and Northfields and Uxbridge. Use District line services between South Kensington and Earls Court, and Metropolitan line services between Weymouth Lane and Uxbridge or rail replacements. Buses after 2100 each day. Please use TfL rail services to and from Paddington for your journeys between Central London and Heathrow rail replacements to operate.
He saw your Bethnal Green video and he thought you were on a trampoline. The OS on my camera is not particularly good, so it's not particularly stable. I am working on that. I know there is a very good extension. You can add an Adobe Premiere Pro that makes your videos smoother, but unfortunately it does mean it zooms in quite a bit in a really annoying way. As arriving in, we have a Southern service coming in from London Victoria. This is a 377-6. As also passing us now should be a Thameslink Class 700 going from I think this is a Peterborough to Horsham service.
Yep, it should be here.
Let's see if we can race it out to the station.
Oh, no, this again, Charlie. You done this yesterday, seriously.
Yeah, we're not going to win, are we? Because we need to stop at Brockley. And he has a 70, we have a 60, so we're not going to win anyway.
Do you watch my videos? James put on DVT.
No, I do not watch your videos. I will have a look at them as soon as I can. I think I'll watch them on my phone right now, actually, while we still have time.
You know my Ipswich video I done a while ago, sorry. Well, it's did very well for some reason, and it isn't the best quality as well, which makes me a bit confused on that one really. It's at 16 likes already.
Well, that has done well.
I'm not complaining, it's just shocking really.
Train Spotter and Football Fan and DVD. I've just got your channel open.
I think it might be the Studlers or the 86 that could be attracting the attention maybe.
I reckon it's the Studlers because they're new. Oh wow, you are very active on your channel.
I reckon it is the 86s, I reckon, I don't know. This last week it was only like 8 likes and 1 dislike, and now it's just gone up to 8 more likes.
If there was Southern Class 456s, would it be better if Thameslink had Class 319s and 377s? Yes. Anything than the 700 model in Trenton. Or anything except the 700 in real life anyway. I'd trade the 700 for a 319 any day. I say that from a slightly biased point of view.
I'll get him more 387s soon. And they are transferring over from CBC.
Wow, I got 1.5 or 1.6k views in an hour on a video on Friday. It must have done really well.
It depends what video you film, because a lot of people are attracted to certain things that they're interested into.
07155, which we're passing now. Was that one of the YouTube shorts that I've seen you've uploaded onto your channel recently? Because I know they are very powerful in terms of attracting views. What's the nearest station to Penge West?
10 keys on it.
You may very well be right. I'm just going to have a look in the track atlas. The nearest station to Penge West is, I mean, it's sort of halfway between Penge East and Crystal Palace. If that helps.
Yeah, that doesn't help at all really, but yeah, sure.
It's pretty close to Penge East. Or it's not particularly geographically accurate map, it's just a track map that I'm looking at.
I was a short video, okay. That makes sense.
I have a couple of videos that I want to upload as a YouTube Shorts as well, but you have to upload them in a really weird format. For example, it needs to be a portrait video for some reason. I'm not sure why. But I don't have any portrait videos. So we're recording a camcorder, not a phone.
I can hear your tumble dryer back.
Yep, my tumble dryer is back.
My tumble dryer doesn't sound like that, but it makes a weird noise when it stops making any noise. It sounds like a train coming to a railway station.
Yeah, it's because we have it upstairs.
So I barely hear it because it's downstairs in the downstairs cupboard really.
Oh, so did you just add the black bars to make it a shorts video?
When is your next train spotting video? When we come out of lockdown, probably.
I do actually have a video which is scheduled to become public very soon, tomorrow. It's the second part of my collection of various line side trains, including some from the East Coast Main Line this time as well. So
get some specials, didn't you?
yes, it is going to be bigger, better, and it's going to be bigger and better than the first edition, definitely. Featuring some tractors and some Class 20s. And the NMT, which I'm sure you've seen on my channel already.
Wonder if you see 717011 again while you're doing this.
Well, 717011 failed last week at Bayford.
Oh. That's not good.
That's what caused all the delays when everything was diverted through the Hertford Loop. Yeah, I often find myself doing that as well, CP trains. And I think, right, I've got to do some editing tonight, or do I just play Train Sim World? Yeah, I'll just play Train Sim World.
I sometimes spend my time with editing, really.
My next video will be at Stonebridge Park on Saturday next week. Stonebridge Park, I haven't actually been there before. It's on the West Coast Main Line. It should be quite a nice busy station.
It's next to the depot for the Caledonian Sleeper, I believe.
Stonebridge Park.
I know there's a tube station that goes underneath the depot for the Pendolinos and the Caledonian Sleeper.
Yes.
I can't remember which one.
That would be between Wembley Central and somewhere, I can't remember. The next stop down the line.
Yeah, Stonebridge Park, yeah, just remembered. Is it Central Park? I don't know.
North Wembley, I had them in the other direction for Stonebridge Park.
I mean, what my plan is to be after the lockdown is, first mainline video would be the West Coast mainline, probably.
I think my first video will probably be from South London.
I want to expand north and the West Coast mainline more, as I've only gone as far as Milton Keynes Central and that's it. I did see some special moves for Milton Keynes Central when I went there. 319 and there's 68.
Ah, you're going to film a Class 465 review. Is this in real life or is this in Train Sim World?
It could be both, you never know.
Yeah, why not both?
I'm going to make a 465 review at some point, if I get lucky getting one.
I mean, 465 is quite a bit. It's a suburban train. I personally wouldn't do a review on it, but your video might do very well. In real life.
People,
I see.
I mean, a lot of people really enjoyed the my review on the 720, so it makes me wonder if I should make more reviews on certain trains, because that's the train attracting more people than I do on my.
Yeah, I see. In 2 weeks' time, I might do a 717 review because it's easily accessible to me, and I don't think anyone's ever done a 717 review.
I mean, I'm planning to do the same as Jeff Marshall did, which was the furthest bus journey from Orpington to Heathrow.
Safe marches when we'll go back to school, college, etc., isn't it?
And I know what I'm going to do. 353 to Anderson Village, travelling to East Croydon, and the X26 to Heathrow, then there's a free TfL transfer bus that goes to Heathrow, which is the 7.
Funny thing is, that will be completely free for you. if you have a zip oyster.
I don't know if travel card tickets will be counted in the challenge, will it?
It should do. Right, I'm going to show you the visual glitch now. It's quite funny. You can see that the 171 going past now has its doors open. That is nothing except a visual glitch. It doesn't impair the game at all. We won't have any crashes whatsoever. I've tested it. It just looks really funny. I think it's just a visual glitch of the doors.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do after lockdown as well. And I'm
From Heathrow
aiming
to
to get to
Orpington.
Heathrow in an hour.
From Orpington, you're not going to get to Heathrow in an hour from Orpington.
You know what I mean? Using the bus hopper thing.
Yeah, in the bus hopper, oh, it's free journeys for an hour, so you will have to pay money, despite even if you have a zip oyster.
Let me watch the video, see how much it costed him.
He was paying an adult fare, but you'll be paying a child fare, so it'll be slightly different. You are now passing Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is the nearest station to the National Sports Centre, apparently. Okay. You might see that.
I suggested a video idea to Jeff Marshall in the comment. Can you do a longest route for £1.50 from South London to Outer London? See if he actually approved that idea.
Within 70 minutes, you can get on the last required bus. Indeed, that is what you can do. You can also change the services to Beckenham Junction and West Croydon. That is indeed what you can do here.
I'm gonna see if I can try to do High Street Kent to Heathrow. It's the same as Jeff Markle, but try and get the 419.
Right, here we are at Crystal Palace.
The 190 that gets stuck in traffic very easily, can't it? But with a 419, it barely has any traffic, doesn't it?
I'm not sure on the route of the 419, but I assume it would still get stuck in traffic because it's a bus. Why not just get the tube? It won't cost you much more.
I want to do like bus changes in London. To do for a start.
Hello, Roscoe Train 107. What is the closest station to Crystal Palace Football Club?
I think it's Crystal Palace, I don't know.
Now, CP Trains has just said that it's not Crystal Palace Station. The nearest station to Crystal Palace Football Club is Norwood Junction. Okay, that's miles off.
I was about to search it up on Google, but okay.
We do have a couple of minutes here at Crystal Palace before we head off towards London Victoria.
We do see a train coming before we leave Crystal Palace, which is a Beckenham Junction to London Victoria service, I believe it is. I mean London Bridge. That'd be good if someone actually does services to London Victoria from Beckenham Junction.
If I remember correctly, I think there actually was one that went from Beckenham Junction to London Victoria. One train, here it comes. In the early morning or late evening on the timetable. I remember reading on a southern timetable, but I'm not sure whether that still exists.
Hang on, maybe it's happening.
Hey, 377 315. With a very weathered front end. Selhurst seems closest, although alternatively Norwood Junction is the option. Yeah, I reckon Norwood Junction would probably be better for example, interchange services, because you can get trains from all over to Norwood Junction. But equally, you could get trains from all over to Selhurst. They're now departing Crystal Palace. Next stop will be Gypsy Hill, just the other side of this tunnel. We are now on a down gradient, so we do need to be careful in terms of speed limits. Indeed. Wow, we've got 10 people watching. That's almost a new record. Yes, we are on a down gradient, so we do need to be careful with our stop coming into Gypsy Hill. We'll start decelerating already. We do want to be coming into the platform, if we do have a 1 in 100 down gradient, at about 30 miles an hour. Then we should be able to go between step 2 and step 1 and we should stop fine. There's sneaky step 3 there. We might need to go into step 3 to stop. Here, excuse me. Just having a look at the HUD to see whether the train's going to get on the platform. I think that is perfect.
It's going to be some more power cars or HSTs going for scrap next week.
Indeed, from Ely Papworth. Quite like to see those.
Workings next week, isn't it?
Indeed. Not sure whether we're not sure whether either of them will run. But if they're activated on the day, then yeah, we'll go see them.
Yeah. Just wait and see, really.
Right, next stop is West Norwood.
This is the 20-year tribute of the Selby crash.
Ah, yes, I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah. 66526 stopped at the Great Head and did their film salute, followed by 801230. Trainspot and football fan and DVD just asked, do you love The Simpsons?
No, I don't watch it. Never have actually. Funnily enough.
I wonder what the CP in my username means.
Stands for the initials of your name, possibly. Crystal Palace? Is that what it stands for?
I'm going to add in my channel now, Drive on Gentleman, but I don't know what I'm going to do here. I want to add the Ronaldos at the front, but I don't know what I'm going to add up here. It's got to be an 8 ball.
Oh, we do have a 456 passing us now. This is acting for 455 when I said I was going from London Bridge to Beckenham Junction. Just making some very weird noises.
A red door 321 at the back, maybe.
West Norwood, you can change for services to London Bridge via Peckham Rye. Indeed.
I think it's platform 14. Yeah, 14.
Judge that stop fine today. Unlike what I did earlier, I shot the front carriage.
The annoying thing with the branding that they've got from Super Alps, it's missed out the branding packs for the 360. the 360 branding patch.
There is a 360 branding patch.
Yeah, but somehow it's disappeared from my folder.
Maybe because the 360 is a separate pack. I do love the coupling on this. Oh, we're rolling forward slightly. If you go into free view, if you look carefully, you can see that we're moving forwards the slightest bit. You might need to really zoom in to see that, but despite the fact that we're in a step 2 brake application, now we're moving again.
I'm going to add in... Oh, I've got 321, 361 at the end. This is going to be my exit service. So it says like that, okay, 31448.
Oh, we had a bit of wheel slip there, not sure if you heard that.
361, and with code for Ipswich is 5517.
Should I do a short called the Fleet of Southeastern? That sounds like a perfect thing that would attract quite a lot of attention.
5538.
Just a nice short thing that would attract quite a lot of attention. Here's a Victoria to West Croydon service. But yes, that could attract quite a lot of attention. It's always nice to try something. If it doesn't go well, you know you can make something the next time. Right, lines from Tulse Hill were now joining us. Of course, the section between West Norwood and Crystal Palace, etc., when Thameslink were diverted away from London Bridge, that is the path that they took. I remember being stuck on a 700 that was delayed for nearly half an hour. That was actually when I was going to spot at Gatwick Airport back in 2018. I got stuck on a 700 at Loughborough Junction for about, probably the best part of half an hour. And we went completely non-stop from Blackfriars to not East Croydon. We didn't even stop at East Croydon. We went direct to Coulston South, and then stopped at Gatwick Airport. But yeah, South London is just such a good place to go for train spotting. I really want to go there again, but unfortunately, under the current circumstances, that may not be possible.
I mean, when I filmed that East Croydon one, I was supposed to do Norwood Junction, but I thought, no, it's an extra stop up the line, because I was told I was supposed to do one stop from London Bridge to where I was supposed to go, but I want to go 2 stops up the line, so I can film at East Croydon. So at some point I will visit Norwood Junction.
Norwood Junction looks like a good place to spot. I know East Croydon doesn't really like spotters. I filmed there once, but I tried to be very discreet, and unfortunately that led to some...
Well, when I've done East Croydon, I didn't get told off doing it.
No, I didn't get told off either, but it looked slightly weird.
It might be because I was filming on my phone, maybe.
Yeah, when I recorded my video it was 2019, so yes, I was still filming on my phone at that time.
I used to film on my iPad, but it had sound quality issues, so I had to be sent back, and well, I sent it to the Apple from left it from there really.
I wonder when 701's in service. I wonder when the 701's are in service as well.
They keep delaying them.
Yeah, of course. Bombardier's typical software issues, which have seemed to be a problem for every single train in the Adventure series. Or even before that. 387s had software issues when they're just being introduced to Gatwick Express. That was why the 442s were there. They were supposed to be introduced a lot later. 710s had software issues. 720s had software issues. 345s software issues as well.
So you could say the software issue on the Adventures are not going well with them.
Really? They told you better places to film, as in, were they trying to move you out the busy part of the station, or are they genuinely telling you this spot is slightly better than the rest? This is a bay platform here at Streatham Hill. I think some services terminate here from London Victoria at peak times. And there is a siding just up here as well, which I assume they go into as well. We do have a few minutes here. This is timetabled. We're due to depart out at 11:33. The 701s are hopefully entering service in May this year. Thank you, South Western Railway fan.
I don't want them in service. The repairs have been most reliable because
Everything seems to be going in or out of service in May. The HSTs are going in May, 365s are going in May, 701s coming to service in May. I feel like that's what they promised, at least. Steam trains never had software problems.
I wonder what's happening with the 458s and 455 and 456s.
I'm not sure. I think
The
456s.
in the future, but the others haven't.
I'm not sure what will actually happen to the 458s because they're really good trains. They're among the most reliable in the country. So it'll be a real shame if they go for scrap because they're such great trains.
Yeah, because the 458-0s, they got reconstructed into 458-5. I remember right there.
Hopefully, yeah, they were only refurbished in 2013 as well, so they're practically brand new trains. So yes, I totally agree with you. In some ways, steam trains are more reliable than adventurers in the Desro cities.
Steam trains are not that reliable sometimes.
But I'd trade a steam train for a Desro city any day.
The reason why I'm saying that, because I tried to see the Flying Scotsman at Paddington, and it was 4 hours late, and it failed at Oxford.
I feel like with steam trains, it's more sort of driver errors, but with all these new trains with all their flashy software, always tends to break quite often, unfortunately. Should 365s go to South Eastern and 3679s be modified to work with Southern Third Rail? 365s, they had their third rail contact shoes isolated some years ago, but they could easily be retrofitted with those again. 379s, I'm not sure whether they have third rail contact shoes, but they could easily be modified and transferred to Southern to replace the 455s.
I don't know.
I mean, I saw something on Rail News on Instagram that the 365s are planned on becoming mail trains.
Mail trains?
As in like the 325. But Royal Mail hasn't taken up any 365s as of yet. So that's just a rumour for now. I'm not sure whether that'll happen.
508 has been rebranded, so it makes me wonder if they'll go over to Royal Mail to be repainted everything.
They are going up to Ely Papworth.
It's a big mystery, really.
Have you ever been to Sutton Station? No, I have not. I would like to go there sometime. I've passed through it once. Didn't think much of it, but I would like to go there because it does look like a good station. Quite a lot of variety. Yes, there's just so much to see in South London. I feel like I've missed so much of it. Because when I think South London, the only two stations I've really filmed at are London Bridge and Clapham Junction, which are probably the two main ones that spring to mind.
I'm going to save this now because whenever I try to place down the 7-1, it crashes the game.
Oh, is that what's happening? Crossway Train 107. 15 are going to Great Northern and 15 to GWR. I see. So Great Northern will be getting 21 new trains to replace their Class 365. That should be more than enough. And of course you've got the compatibility of the 387-1s, they're very similar. Problem with the 458s is that they're third rail and not many operators are third rail. Merseyrail have new trains, South Eastern are maxed and Southern are fine, so where would 458s go? Indeed, where would they go?
Yeah, that's a good question. No good question.
I mean, they could have a bet being converted into like hydrogen trains or overhead wire operation or something like that, but that is going to be another massive task. But the 45X definitely do have potential. It would be a real shame if they do go to scrap. They are one of my favourite trains in the UK. And nothing's confirmed about the 379, so we don't know yet. Again, it would be a shame if the 379s go to scrap. I mean, I don't really like the 379s, but if they are new trains, it would be a shame if they, after less than 10 years in service, went to scrap. Still a bit of train spotting here at Horsham again. Passing through now, we have a Southern Class 377 going from London Victoria to Horsham. This is 377137. As we have 377434 at the rear. Yeah, 4 car is better.
On the VXM-3, they used to do a fast service to Sherby, but now they do it in all stopper. Instead of it being a 1 proper 80 echo, it's a 2 proper 80 echo now. There's only 1 pair of 387s out there running, which is Monday to Friday.
The other things that the 379s, if they went, oh, we've got another train passing. This is going from Reigate to Victoria, hence the 4 car. The other things with the 379, if they went to GAWR, that they would have the TPWS system removed and replaced with the European Train Control System that's required on the Great Western Main Line. Is it required for the mainline services, or is it just the Heathrow branch that ETCS is required for? Because I thought it was just the Heathrow branch, I didn't know it was the entire line.
I think that could be for the main line, or from Paddington up to Dicker Parkway, I believe.
But the 332s didn't have TPWS at all, did they?
No, I don't believe so.
Or with the whole line eventually, I see. ETCS is going to probably take over most of Britain's mainline railways in the next 20-30 years or so, I think. That'll mean that everywhere's going to be upgraded to 140-mile-an-hour operation. Oh, why are we slowing?
5s are going up to Crewe, and they've been repainted into the MR livery. There's only 170-5 in the MR livery at the moment, which is 170-531, I believe. That's in service already.
Indeed.
That's how quick 170-5s come into service.
You just get rid of the middle car, chop it off, send it off, repaint it, done.
I don't know what's happening with the 153s that were on Western Railway.
They're going for scrap.
Why couldn't they just run transport for Wales? Like what these Wales 153s have done?
Half of them have transferred to Transport for Wales. I'm not sure about the other. I think they're going for scrap because I don't think they're in operation anymore.
Yeah, super trains they won't stop there. That's why.
We didn't skip a station. It came up on our hub, but we weren't actually supposed to stop at ones of common. We don't. If you look on the timetable, then we don't stop there. Yes, that'll be Roscoe training 107. I agree with you. That would lead to extra flexibility, and that's always a good thing.
Are going to Southern to replace the 455s. Now, I don't know if that is true.
I saw that on Rail Forum. Someone said that's not true.
That they're going on South East and the other of people. They're going to Southern and the 455s are going to scrap.
And the 7455s have a good few years left in them. Welcome to the Lagfest of Clapham Junction.
Yep, this is where the Lagfest is going to begin.
Yeah, it's not on the timetable, CP trains. Yes, and 376s are not going to Southern, yeah, just confirm that. You know, I can see why people would think that, because they're or people are saying that they'll, the 707s will displace them. They won't have any further work. I don't see why they'd need to be honest. Anyway, let's release the doors. The Reigate service we've catched up with is now departing.
You should see a 444 passing.
Yes, as also passing through now. If we move to platform 9, which I always struggle to find. Oh, yep. This is another visual glitch. One of the DTSOs on the 455s, or one of the TSOs on the 455, or two of them actually, by the looks of things, aren't loading in their assets properly. Here comes it. It's 444019 in the Pride livery. This is on a non-stop service to Weymouth.
Once in the holiday, and it was at Clapham Junction. It was going from Weymouth to London Waterloo. I caught it back in summer 2020.
Oh yes, as also departing now, we have a service bound for Milton Keynes Central from East Croydon. We are now ready to depart. So is the Southampton Central and Bognor Regis service.
I'm about to depart London District or Ipswich when we are able to move. There we are.
Yeah, you can see it's got its intermediate carriages missing. That's quite funny to look at actually.
Hashtag 12 car railway balls.
That'd be funny. 12 cars everywhere. 12 car 456s.
Next stop is Stratford at 10:08.
It can actually up to 6:45, I think. We have a 707 which is just driving into platform 5. That is in a service bound for Hounslow.
We tried that yesterday, which was a 455 can couple up to a 707.
Yes, indeed, a 455 in train sim can couple up to a 707.
But it can't couple up to a 444.
Not sure why. Oh, I can see. I know why the middle carriages are missing. It's because I installed the branding patch for the South Western Railway 455, and it's not recognising the middle carriages.
Just like train sim, they're not recognising my files.
Yeah, train sim is a bit of a. It's
Okay,
a flawed game.
I'm
It's
on
beautifully
a
flawed.
weird line right now. I'm on the slow line.
Yeah, you might need to parve it differently. You need to do that manually.
I wonder why names from platform 14 something this slow line. Okay, that's weird.
707s do have plug points. They're very nice trains, the 707s. I do like the interiors of them.
I can't wait to see 377, what's the word? 430, because it looks like the 377-6. I'm gonna find it.
The 707s, they do remind me of like almost European trains, like Stadlers that operate in Europe. Hello, my life is Isaac 101. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well.
I'll see what's going to happen. We're going to switch from the slow line to the fast line after Bethnal Green.
Oh yeah, they never do that, do they? Oh yeah, he was talking about you in chat earlier. Yes, 465s, they do have lots of life left than. I reckon they can last for quite a long time. As we are now coming up to London Victoria Railway Station. Another place that I'd quite like to go to. Well, not the station itself, but Ebury Bridge, which is, I'll show you just as we go in. I have filmed there before. I hate 745s. How dare you? I mean, they are very unreliable trains, but they still seem to be having teething problems nearly a year into service. Hopefully that sorts itself. We're now going over the River Thames. I really do hope that the teething problems on the 745 sort themselves. But apart from the issues causing disruption all over the line, then they are very good trains, in my opinion. Their interiors are very stylish. Here's Ebury Bridge. Ebury Bridge is the next railway bridge that we go under just up ahead. On the left hand side you can get great views looking across all the lines. Some networks are being replaced by some networkers are being replaced by Southeastern. Is it the 465s are being replaced, are they? Not 465s, the 466s. I think you might have just heard that. We do have a little surprise here in London, Victoria. I'll see if you can recognise it just from that sound that's playing. It might be a bit quiet. Can you see that? This is 67005, which is now departing out. Which is also very loud, which is going out on the Bellman British Pullman bound for Folkestone Central. That was on the first leg of the Orient Express bound for Venice. There's some very nice Mark 1 carriages. And 67006 at the rear of this one as well. It's very loud. Oh, here's our train, this is us. So we got nice views of it departing as well. It usually departs at 12 o'clock bang on, but I made it slightly earlier. Just so we can see it. Yes, so you're all speaking chat about each other. Yes, I will have a look at your channel. Do you like supporting the community? What on earth was that? Did you hear that? Sounds like we went over like a set of points. Anyway, funnily enough, this is the first time that we've actually completed a scenario without it crashing, which is the point of what I was meant to do. I know exactly why we've had the problems with AI colliding in the past few weeks. I know the exact reason why. It's because we launched the scenario from the main menu rather than from the scenario editor, and that does cause problems with train sim. I will explain that now. In the scenario editor, if you launch the scenario from there by pressing the little orange play button, that sets all the signals by default to red. So if there's not a train that's supposed to be in the signal block or pass through, then the signal will be red. If you load the scenario from the main menu, then all the signals will be green. So that means that all the trains have a path. So that means that even if two trains are on the same signal block, for example, if it's a quadruple line, for example, there's 2 up lines and 2 down lines, then that might cause a few problems. For example, if you have 2 trains crossing over, because they'll both be signalled to go into the same signal block, that is exactly the reason why that's what happened last time. So yes, if we are, I will remember that for next time. Next time we do a scenario for the stream, but I will launch a scenario from the scenario editor, because that's why it worked fine in scenario editor last time for the Glasgow Carlisle live stream, but it didn't work from the main menu. Right, anyway, as we just close the doors here at London Victoria, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. It's greatly appreciated. Tomorrow's upload will be the February 2021 collection of freight around the Hertford Loop and special movements along the Hertford Loop and the East Coast Main Line, so do have a look for that. Next week's stream we'll be driving from Moorgate to Welwyn Garden City in the AP Class 313 on my local line, so that'll be very fun to do. So yes, until next time, goodbye.